Be here. Just take a comfortable seated position. Really appreciate you here. Today we're going to do a pranayama for the warrior aspect of our negative mind. That means that we have these 10 bodies, out of which 3 are psychological or mental bodies: the negative mind, the positive mind, and the neutral mind. And the task of the negative mind is to be able to look and scout and analyze danger, how the future might be evolving, and how we need to take care of ourselves to stay safe, to stay healthy. And the problem is that this mind can sometimes become paranoid, or even go into a fear reflex where we don't do anything, we doubt everything. So either we are hyperactively protecting ourselves or we become paralyzed and don't do anything. So this is a projective aspect of the negative mind, how we act and how we do, and how our thoughts, emotions, and presence in the world is noticed. The soldier is a tool. The soldier is the one that keeps us safe and fights for us. It's also very important for our lymph system to know what is good for us and what is not. So when we psychologically or in relationships in the world don't have boundaries, that actually translates into our immune system. Our lymphatic system doesn't know anymore what is a danger and what is not. And this can result in autoimmune diseases such as rheumatism or asthma or other kind of things that the body attacks itself. Or it can be that things that are actually dangerous for us, our body doesn't start to protect it against this. So you can really think about the boundaries and the ability to discern what is good and what is bad for us and where we need to be taking action is very important also for our health. And particularly for women, being nice, being loved, staying safe has a lot to do with that we have been taught to not say no, to always try to please. And that comes to purely to our physical danger. So, but as part of our path to emancipation, as a part of our path to let go of anger and victim mindset, is that we find safety in ourselves, that we know what is yes and we know what is no, and that we can take actions that are good and safe and beneficial for us. So just bring your hands together in front of your heart and close your eyes, just to kind of connect with your own heart, with your own self, allowing you to bring that mind that is always busy and bring your mind focusing at the palms, pressing each other. And give a little pressure from one hand to the other, from left to right. And notice how that activates your shoulder blades in the back. And allow that connection, like an architecture, allow that to release your neck and your shoulder, release your heart and your throat, release your jaw. Now bring your chin just slightly tucked in so that your neck can be long and straight. Instead of pulling yourself, allow your neck to fall upwards and allow your chin to fall downwards. And at the same time, take a deep breath in and root with Mother Nature. Allow your belly to really expand, your pelvis and lower body to take space, and breathe out. Lightness, relaxation, release, freedom. Take a deep breath in and fill yourself with nourishment and presence. And breathe out. And I'm gonna chant a short mantra just to kind of bring ourselves into this mode. You can stay there or you can chant with me. I'm just going to say 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That is in Gurmukhi language, where this practice that we're doing today is coming from. And it says, I bow to the higher teacher within me, my highest consciousness. And it's a way of showing reverence to the ancient practices that we can benefit from. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath and engage your root lock. That's the anus, sex organs, and perineum, and navel center, scooping upwards gently. Feel that power. Feel yourself even more present here and now. And then breathe out. And just feel how you feel. And now cross your hands across your rib cage and just start tapping left and right. You can keep your eyes closed. And this is a way of activating our parasympathetic nervous system. That means that we are telling our body that we're safe and we can relax. It's a great little way to come out of where we get very often, which is tired and wired. So here we can tune down the wiredness. Long, deep, natural breathing. And slowly bring it to the end. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. You're safe. And with your next breath, you can flutter your eyes open. And we're going to come into a more active thing. Now, this is a way where our presence, our self, we can wake it up, but we can balance it in a way that our ego is not driving it in the wrong way. So bringing our fingertips to the palms, to the pads of our fingers. And then the thumb is like, you could call it a radar or an antenna, actually. And we're gonna now feel your shoulder blades in the back and your elbows, and then bring your hands straight up. Connected, rooted to your shoulder blade. So don't bring them too much down back and don't bring them too much forward, but better to have them a bit more forward so that you can really feel your shoulder blades and the sides, and actually also your pelvic floor is activated. And now think about a rainbow going from thumb to thumb. And again, remember your chin is tucked in, your neck is falling free upwards, heart open. And then we're going to start panting like a dog. So the tongue comes out and then we pant. And that panting is activating your belly. So your belly starts pumping. Equal breaths in and out, but the out breath is the active one. The in breath is a reflex. So the reflex is that you let your belly relax and your breath comes naturally in. You can close your eyes and bring your eyes to the third eye point if you want. And this breath is very good for our lymphatic system. When every breath is detoxing your body from chemicals, from hormones. And if you can keep your hands, your elbows completely straight and your fingers really, really tight, that's really beautiful. Just a little bit longer. And now you can take a deep breath in. Engage your root lock, anus, sex organs, and navel center, scooping in and out. Relax your shoulders, shoulder blades activated, fingers really tight. And then breathe out and bring your hands just for a second across your ribcage again. And just breathe there. Here we are practicing, and keep your fingers open. You can, really embrace yourself. So what we're practicing here now is that we can stress and take action and relax when we want to. It's a muscle. And let's now go to the same position, but going to breath of fire. If you're pregnant or menstruating, long, deep breathing. But otherwise, let's come back. Shoulder blades activated, elbows activated, and then straighten your elbows. Fingers tucked in, thumbs like a rod, creating a beautiful arc above you. Now we keep the mouth closed, and we start doing the same kind of panting through our nose. The belly gets activated. Beautiful. If you can have your hands straight, then you get that power. We're balancing our ego. Continue doing great. Beautiful work. Few more seconds. Three, two, one. And now take a deep breath in and bring your thumbs together above your head and stretch the hands up, 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 up. Stretch, stretch, stretch up. Elbows get totally as much straight as possible. And then breathe out and slowly, gently brush your aura. So your hands are straight, coming sideways, brushing all the way down. And then bring your fingertips to the ground. So you're grounding yourself, the energy. Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And now bring your palms on your laps, on your knees, palms facing upwards, and just feel how you feel. Just feel how you feel. Connect with yourself. Yeah. Now, and keep your palms on your knees and bring the index finger and thumb to touch. Like this. Make sure that your knees are apart if you're sitting on a chair. Otherwise, you can close your eyes. And then you take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then let's take 2 sniffs in. And a sniff out through the mouth. 2 sniffs in and out through the mouth. 2 sniffs in and 1 sniff out. 2 sniffs in and a sniff out. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. And through your mouth, breathe out. And just breathe naturally and feel how you feel. Let's move into our soldier aspect of the mind meditation. So you can flutter your eyes open. If you need a sip of water, you can do that. If you need to change your position, do that. Now bring your hands into buds and your elbows relaxed on your ribs. You can close your eyes, and what we're going to do is take a deep breath, deep, long breath in. And a deep, long breath out. Now hold your breath out. And then relax and breathe in. Breathe out. Hold your breath out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Hold your breath out. Engage your root lock and your navel. Holding your breath out. And let's chant now one time. Peace begins with me. Then breathing in. And breathing out. Engaging your navel center, holding it in. Chanting 2 times. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you need to take any breaths in between, do that. But otherwise, just hold your breath out and let's chant 3 times. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And let's see if we can do 4 times. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a deep breath in. And out. And now this is in your mind. You're holding your breath in, keeping your navel in, chanting in your mind, peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Taking a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Holding your breath, squeezing your navel center in. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Taking a deep breath in. So you can keep your eyes closed, heart open, jaw unclenched. Breathing out completely. And then in your mind, you chant with your belly held in. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Breath in. And a deep breath out. Belly Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a big breath in. And a deep breath out. Peace begins with peace begin with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Last minute. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Deep breath in. And you can bring your eyes to the third eye point just above your eyebrows. Eyes closed. Deep breath out. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Really connect to this inner peace, inner calm, inner safety, and see how your light shines so bright, like a lighthouse in the world. Feel that energy vibrating, quivering, radiating. And breathe out. Bring your hands to your knees, palms facing upwards, and just feel how you feel. If you want, you can continue with your own personal, quiet, silent meditation. Or you can put a timer for a relaxation. But for now, let's bring our palms together and just feel back to the beginning. Your palms pressing each other. And really connect to how you are now. That inner peace and inner calm is the root to our joy. It is the root to a revolutionary action of not being out of balance because of outer forces. This is sovereignty. This is leadership of yourself. And unlike what we have been grown into, it is not a violent act that wants to oppress or put down or defend against others. It is just inner calm, inner confidence, and stability. Be the light, be the joy, be the messenger of a future that can be. Much love, and see you next time. Sat Nam.